Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and is ready for this week's live Monday music motivation. This one we have, as always, a fun one. This one is going to be kind of a new approach that I discovered in a lesson last week that I think would be a game changer if I had known about it when I was learning music, and it still is a little bit of a game changer for me, even as I'm doing gigs and things like that, where I have to prepare kind of a lot of music in a pretty short amount of time. And this approach and this kind of mindset shift really makes a difference because it helps to calm you down and helps you to build up from somewhere where you're more confident rather than feeling where you're lacking and feeling where it's going to kind of fall apart and feeling really stressed and anxious and lacking, really. So the shift here is oftentimes when we get a new concert that we have to prepare, or even just a new piece, our first look at it and our first glance at it is thinking, oh, this is going to be really hard. This is going to be really difficult. There's all these fast notes I can't do. There's these complicated rhythms that I can't do. I listen to the piece with the recording and I can't even follow along in the music, and I'm getting lost. And we have all of this kind of list of things that we aren't able to do, and we're focused on the things that we can't do or the things that we aren't going to be able to do. However, as you've experienced probably with many concerts, you've felt that way as you've started preparing the material, and then by the performance, it wasn't too bad. You actually were able to keep up pretty well and play most of the notes and do a pretty good job. Yet, every single time we assume the next concert is more difficult and more crazy and going to be more of a problem for us and have more things that we can't do. So what if we kind of flip that on its head a little bit, and when we start practicing for a concert or a new piece that we're working on, instead of going through and being like, well, that's going to be hard, I can't do that, I won't be able to do that, and listing all of the things we can't, what if we approached it more from the mindset of what can we do? In each practice session, we're trying to accomplish the things we can do. And I don't mean this in the way of going through and being like, oh, that measures just a whole note, I'll be able to play that, no problem. Or just identifying the easy sections and like giving ourselves a pat on the back saying like, oh, that's easy, I'll be able to do that easy section. It's a little bit different than that. We still want to identify the tricky stuff and identify the stuff that we're going to need to focus our practicing on because we want to have good focused practice. But instead of going into those hard and tricky spots and saying, I can't do this, I won't be able to do this, let's go and approach those and say, on this practice session, what will I be able to accomplish on this tricky spot? We take the fast 16th note run and say, you know, if I slow this down a lot and if I do just one beat at a time, I can do that really well. And the cool thing about this is it's totally supported in kind of the learning science of making sure that we're doing things really correctly and really confidently in the first place, and building up from a foundation of confidence, knowing that like, oh yeah, I can do that, and this is how this should go, and oh, I'm actually playing the right notes and rhythms and getting everything coordinated really well. Building up from that will make you so much more confident and make you so you can actually have a better chance at doing it faster as well. So hopefully that subtle mindset shift is making sense to you. And next time you're looking at a new piece of music, try to catch yourself and don't go, oh, these are all the things I'm not able to do. These are the things that are going to be impossible. This is so insanely difficult. And instead, look at those difficult sections and be like, yeah, this is tricky. I couldn't play this at tempo right now, but how could I play it right now? How small of a chunk, how slowly do I need to go to do this totally correct, totally comfortable and in control? And of course, correct with the caveat that under tempo and smaller chunks is fine. But getting it really accurate and playing the right notes with the right rhythmic relationship, with the phrasing and dynamics and articulations and all those details, with relaxed, natural hand position, all of that good stuff that we know that we should be doing. What can I do on this today? So you meet yourself where you're at and you develop from whatever foundation, whatever starting point you're at, and you'll be so much more secure as you have to go into the performance rather than just being like, well, I can't do this, it's too hard. So hopefully that mindset shift makes sense. If this was interesting to you, then I highly encourage you to join myself and Lynn Snyder from the ICA's Enthusiast Committee. The International Clarinet Association does these wonderful lunch and learn sessions where you just kind of get together for about an hour and learn some stuff and then go on your way. This one's going to be really fun. There's one happening this Saturday, if you're watching this live, June 21st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Lynn and myself are going to be going through the Enthusiast choir music from Clarinet Fest coming up and sort of helping you to organize how to practice that. And of course, this applies to organizing any new concert that you're working on. So for those summer bands that you may have and things like that, this would be a really great session to attend to get sort of the mindset behind the practicing, like I was just talking about, get the organization behind practicing so you can get organized and have a plan to tackle learning a whole concert worth of music, and also get some strategies in the actual practicing to be able to practice more effectively, learn it more efficiently, and feel really comfortable and confident for the performance. So the link to get registered for that is down in the description. It's Friday, June 21st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we hope to see you there. And of course, no live Monday music motivation is complete without filling out our template. You can go to quickstartclarinet.com/get started. That link's also in the description to download this exact template or just make it for yourself. Here's what mine looks like. It's the date for the week, reflection of what you're focusing on and how things have been going, goal for what you want to accomplish this week, and your plan for when you're going to do that, what you're going to do so that you can make it happen. So fill out your template, get that in your calendar, set the reminders, show up to practice, get registered for this upcoming Saturday's practice lunch and learn with Lynn and myself, and I hope to see you there, and I hope that you have a fantastic week of practicing, and if I don't see you on Saturday, then I will see you next week for the next live Monday music motivation. Have a great week, everybody.